how did it all come to be? I'm pretty sure some of you have heard the story of creation by many different theories, but I'm going to share with you the one about the Mayans. It might sound a little bit similar to what you've heard before, but you'll find something interesting here.
At least they created men made out of maize or corn. Why? Because corn is an essential element of Mayan religious rituals. It represents life and so on. So if you're sitting next to your special spouse, your boyfriend, couple, partner, just look at them and tell them, you do look like a delicious tortilla, right? All right. When the war was happening, both the liberals and the conservatives asked for money. And they asked for money to the UK, they asked for money to Spain, and they also asked for cut out the decorations that they wanted to show. And this one was actually used to decorate skirts, headpieces, and also banners to identify the different tribes that the ancient people used to belong to.
So for the Mayas, they did believe in divorce, and it would happen because of violence, abandonment, or the inability of bearing children. However, if you didn't like your spouse, you could return them within the year, but you had to return all the presents that they gave you. So if you've been married for more than a year, I'm sorry, you're doomed.
How many of you have been swimming in Mexico to a cenote or a water spring? Anybody? Yes? Okay. So back in the day, in those water holes, they used to do sacrifices. So if you went swimming to a cenote, and if you felt like somebody was pulling your leg, it was probably one of our ancestors that died there when they were being sacrificed. And so on February of 1862, the Mexican and the European representatives got together and they signed a preliminary agreement. It was all good. The two main things that we wanted to do here was to avoid an armed intervention. We didn't want war. Nobody likes it. And then the second one was to open negotiations for repayment. We also have Hidalgo, Veracruz, in San Luis Potosí, Chantolo, where they are very famous for the Festival of Light. And so for them, Day of the Dead, again, they have their altars, their ofrendas and whatnot, but there's a lot of music and partying during these days.
We believe that the deceased person, our loved one, comes back, they eat the food, and then we share the food with them. So the food doesn't actually disappear. If it does, it was your dog or your cat. But we do eat the food.
What number is this? All right, let's see. 33. On the bottom part is the number 13, yes? And then the point that we see on top is multiplied by 20. So 13 plus 20 is 33. Let's do one more. Are you guys ready? What number is that? 20. You're so smart. Let's go with the next one. What number is that? All right. Yes, 86. You guys are experts. Let's see. What number is that? I'll give you 5 seconds, okay? And just go ahead and tell me the answer. Correct. The number is 159,860.